Hi traders, this is Gomathi Shankar. I am happy to meet you all in a new video. Before going to today's video, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. In this video, we are going to review Banknifty for July 19 till July 23rd. Now, when you are going to take an entry in 5 minutes chart based on daily CPR, it is always advisable to look at 1 hour chart along with weekly CPR. Now, every time when I use 1 hour chart with weekly CPR, I never use monthly CPR. But for this particular week, the candles were trading around the monthly CPR only. That's why I have switched on the monthly CPR. Now you can clearly see right from Monday, the candles were opening below weekly CPR as well as the candles were trading below the weekly CPR. So that is a sign of bearishness for this entire week. That's what the market suggests. If you look at previous 2 weeks, let me switch off the monthly CPR so that you will understand the importance of weekly CPR. If you look at earlier 2 weeks, the candles opened inside the weekly CPR on July 5th as well as July 12th, and then on Tuesday the candles came out of the weekly CPR levels, and then the market was trading above the weekly CPR. You can consider both the weeks as a bull market, or you can consider that the market was not bearish. This is what you infer from the past couple of weeks weekly CPR and the candles location. Now applying the same logic to the current week, the candles are opening below the weekly CPR. So obviously it is going to be bearish and it is going to be a no bullish week. Clear? Now you would have understood the importance of the weekly CPR. Since the candles are below the weekly CPR, we are assuming the market to be bearish, and when I turn on the monthly CPR, again you can clearly see. Now let me turn off the weekly CPR. The candles were away from the monthly CPR and the candles were not trading anywhere near the monthly CPR at all. But this particular week, the market is trading around the monthly CPR. That's why I am going to switch on monthly CPR in my charts. Let us turn on the weekly and monthly CPR together. Monday, the candles are below weekly CPR, so that is a sign of bearishness, and that is a sign of market is getting weak. There are higher chances for the market to take support at monthly CPR. What I am going to do is I am going to go back to action replay on Monday. So this is how the Monday candles were looking like. You can clearly see the candles are trading below the weekly CPR. When the candles are trading below the weekly CPR, it is the job of monthly CPR to act as a support. Don't forget this important point. When the candles break daily CPR, it is job of weekly CPR to act as a support. When the candle breaks weekly CPR, it is job of the monthly CPR to act as a support. Now it is very clear the candles are going to take support at monthly CPR. And another important point, on Monday the global markets were weak, the Asian markets were weak, and then we faced a huge gap down market. So now trusting the bulls is a bad idea. So on Monday we have to look for short opportunities. And another very important point is the candles were opening around S4 level. Very rarely the candles open above S4 levels. And the important point is everybody will be jumping into a trade in the first half an hour to first 1 hour, because this is a huge gap down market. So what happens? Those who have put option sellers, those who have sold put option, they would be adjusting their positions, and those who bought put option, they would be booking profits and fresh buyers, fresh people, fresh put option buyers will enter. They will enter into the market. So lot of things will happen, and fresh call option sellers, they will enter into the market. So the lot of things happens on this gap down market, and that too it is a Monday. So everybody will be trading actively. So taking a trade based on first half an hour or 1 hour trend on these kind of uncertain market, on these kind of sudden gap down market, is a wrong idea. What are the trade opportunity we got on a Monday? Now technically we got a trade opportunity when the candle broke S4 levels. You have to wait and see who has got the real power. Already the market is gap down, so we are going to trust only the bears. We are not going to trust the bulls. The candles are breaking the S4 levels around this particular area. So we are going to take a short position. Our target will be first candle low. So this is going to be our target, and our stop loss is going to be S4, S3 50%. Even you can consider S4 or that particular day low 50% as your target 1, and you can use this as your target 2. So this is the valid entry point for Monday. This trade can be taken by both beginners as well as advanced level traders, expert traders, because you are taking a trade after a couple of hours. After 12 o'clock only you are taking an entry. You are checking the trend of that particular day. The candles are proving that they are not having the energy to go up. If you look at 1 hour candle, you can clearly see in the first 3 candle. In the first 3 candle clearly tells we are not having the energy to reach weekly CPR. So we are going to fall towards the monthly CPR. That is the information which you get from the first 3 1 hour candles on 19th July. So this is the 19th July first 3 candles. Look at the message which you are getting. The candles are telling you indirectly we are not having the energy to go up, so we are coming down. There is a green candle followed by a couple of red candles. That is the information. There is a U-turn in the prices. So taking a trade in 5 minutes chart exactly at S4 looks to be a promising entry. But remember, we took an entry along with my students during live market. We were taking entry at this particular point itself. We entered here and we booked our profit at S4 levels, and then once again we re-entered, and then we booked our profits at 50% of that particular day low and S4 levels. So this is how we took our trade with our students. Now what are the trade opportunities we got on 20th July? On 20th July, we have to understand one important thing, that the candles are getting rejected by the monthly CPR. So that is very, very important point which you should understand from the monthly CPR perspective. So what I am going to do is I am going back to action replay, and I am going to keep my candle at first 1 hour candle. So on 20th July, you can clearly see the monthly CPR is rejecting the candles. If the monthly CPR is very wide, then the market will be taking support inside the monthly CPR, and we can expect a sideways market. But remember, for this particular month, let me turn off the weekly CPR because weekly CPR is far away. I am going back to settings. I am turning off my weekly CPR. That's it. So now my levels are much more clear and interesting. The candles are clearly taking a resistance at monthly CPR. That is very, very important point which you should understand. Back to back, we are getting a gap down opening in Banknifty, and you all know very well, even on Tuesday, the Asian markets were trading on a negative note. The first 1 hour candle rejected from the monthly CPR. Let me draw a zone at monthly CPR. Now let me sync it with my 5 minutes chart. So you can clearly see the first 5 minutes candle got rejected from the monthly CPR. You should understand one important point. Everything is working in our favor. The candles are below the monthly CPR. The candles are already below weekly CPR. and the candles are below a daily CPR as well. So there is a triple confirmation. The trend is working in our favor, and S1 previous day low is broken. The candle is completely below S1 previous day low. The monthly CPR is rejecting the candle. So what you can do is you can take a short position in the first candle. Now where is your stop loss? Now your stop loss should be S1, S2 50%. So this is the 50%. Always remember, don't keep your stop loss exactly at 50%. Give some buffer point and keep your stop loss above 50% of S1 and S2. I have seen many traders, they make this blunder mistake. Whenever S1 previous day low is broken, you can take a short entry and you can place your stop loss above S1 and previous day low. Now many retail traders, they are keeping their stop loss exactly at S1 and previous day low, and they are telling me, sir, stop loss is hit. So always you have to give some buffer point, because sometimes the candles will come up and immediately it will get rejected, right? So always giving a buffer point is mandatory. So on Tuesday, S1 and S2 50% becomes your stop loss. You are giving a buffer point and you are placing your stop loss at this particular level. Now what is your target? You all know very well our target is S2, S3 50%. That is going to be your first target, and then your second target is going to be S3 levels. You can clearly see our target is hit. Now you can even take an entry in this third candle. Both the entries are right. You can take an entry here. This is your first entry and this is your second entry, and this is your stop loss for first entry, and above S2 this is going to be a stop loss for second entry, right? And this is how you take a trade, and your target will be, this is going to be a target 1 for entry 1, and this is going to be a target 1 for entry 2. This is going to be a target for entry 2. So on Tuesday the market was very beautiful. It was completely one-sided and we made some good money. If you are an experienced trader, if you are having some experience in scalping trading, then you can use this opportunity to buy more quantities, because this is what we call as retracement, pullback. So you can accumulate more quantities and you can exit at S3 levels. Remember, on Tuesday we are taking a trade because everything is working in our favor. The candles were below daily, weekly and monthly CPR, so we are confident enough to take a trade. Now what are the trade opportunities we got yesterday? Wednesday was a trading holiday. I am going to draw a zone in monthly CPR and I am going to sync with the 5 minutes chart. Now you can clearly see the first 2 1-hour candles, they were closing above monthly CPR. Now this gives a little hope for the bulls. If the candle continues to stay above monthly CPR, then we can assume the bulls can take charge very slowly. When the candle broke the monthly CPR zone, this yellow color zone is the monthly CPR zone, and simultaneously R1 and previous day high is broken. Obviously you can take a long trade. There is no hesitation about it. When you take a long trade, don't forget to place your stop loss at 50% of R1 and previous day high. And what is your target? Your first target is going to be 50% of previous day high and R2. This is going to be your first target. And your second target is going to be R2 levels. Now, when you took a long trade here, almost it came close to your stop loss. Remember, don't keep your stop loss exactly at 50%. Give some buffer point. The market is coming down very close to your stop loss and then it is going to hit your target. But when we took a trade yesterday, when we took this trade yesterday, we faced a lot of premium decay, and though the candles reached our target, we did not make much money in this particular trade. So this was not a successful long scalping. If you have waited for R2, then obviously your stop loss is hit. Yesterday we faced a stop loss, or we faced a no profit no loss scenario, and that is mainly because of weekly expiry. Wednesday was a trading holiday and yesterday was a weekly expiry, so the premium decay was very fast, and moreover the candles were trading at monthly CPR, exactly at monthly CPR. You can look at 22nd July. the candles were very close to the monthly CPR. So today, what are the trade opportunities we got in Bank Nifty? Today, the morning itself, the market was having a sudden fall. The candles were opening inside the daily CPR and the candles were opening around the monthly CPR. We are going to wait and see the direction. But this big red candle trade was unexpected. The market started to fall suddenly. Now every retail trader would have jumped into a trade. They would have bought put option, and you can clearly see all the retail traders position has been trapped. After that, the market was trading around the CPR, so we are not going to take any trades. And then what happened, there was a data issue with TradingView, so we avoided taking a trade for today. So today it is a no trade because of sideways market, as well as some data were missing, the candles were missing in TradingView, so we did not take any trades today. So overall, this week was a very fantastic market. So these are the trade opportunities we got for current week. Now what can we expect for the next week? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off the weekly CPR. Now you can clearly see the candles were struggling at monthly R1 and S1. July month is going to be trading inside R1 and S1. The next week is going to be a monthly expiry. I am expecting the market to stay inside this range, and the market will be going to be a sideways market for the next week. This is my expectation. And since the candle has closed above the monthly CPR, even this could be a good resistance and support zone for monthly expiry. Monthly CPR is going to act as a strong support, and monthly R1 is going to be acting as a strong resistance for monthly expiry. Now if you look at the upcoming week CPR, after so many weeks we are getting a descending CPR, so it clearly indicates for the upcoming week the market is going to be bearish. Now the interesting thing is, if I turn on the monthly CPR as well as the upcoming week CPR, both are around the same levels. So both weekly and monthly CPR may act as a support or resistance level. You can clearly see the candles are closing above the monthly CPR, and now we are having a weekly CPR exactly at that particular level, right? This is the upcoming week CPR. So what I feel is, I am expecting the market to act a strong support at weekly and monthly CPR. This is going to be a strong support zone. So if the candle takes support at this particular zone, I will look for long opportunities. So whenever the candle takes support at monthly and weekly CPR, you can go for long opportunities. If the candle breaks the monthly and weekly CPR, and if the candle is closing below the monthly and weekly CPR, then what I will do, I will look for short opportunities. So this is my trade plan for upcoming week. Accordingly, I will look at daily CPR and 5 minutes chart, and I will take my trades. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed Bank Nifty review. If you like my videos and YouTube channel, you can share it with all your trading circle, and you can watch all the other educational videos posted in my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye.